Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, the Silver family. We are back once again with another episode with the journey of youth. On this episode, we're going to focus on the significance of revising for your exam, particularly your GCSEs. Preparing for exams can be a highly stressful and frustrating experience, and the pressure can be overwhelming. However, it's crucial to prioritize your exams and give your best effort. Stay tuned to the end for you to fully comprehend why is it so important for you to revise for your exam. Number one, we have regrets. In the UK, there's 68% of students pass the GCSEs, whilst 32 tend to fail the GCSEs. And it's natural to aspire to be amongst the 68% of people who pass the exams. But however, if you end up in the 32% of people who fail, you will set yourself back. But bear in mind, it's not the end of the world. Failing your GCSEs may make things harder for you in the future. And you don't want to lag behind your peers, people, the 68% who managed to get into university or managed to find work and later regretting that you could have taken your exam a little bit more serious. Number two is guilt. Entry-level jobs require some sort of qualification. If you don't have GCSEs, some jobs may require for you to complete an entry-level qualification, key skills. But the question is, why go back to do the one thing that you could have done whilst you were in school? Simply because you didn't take it serious. Now, whilst the 68% of people who've passed the exams are 2 steps ahead of you, whilst you're taking 2 steps back, you'll be spending the next 2 years trying to catch up. Number three, lack of drive and motivation. Lack of drive and motivation is a common issue, especially amongst the young people who want to spend time with their friends. They want to go out. Feels like the world is passing you by, all the fun is passing you by whilst you're revising, and this is why it's important to surround yourself with people who take their education serious. It's like the old saying, if you spend time with liars, you will become a liar. If you spend time with people who take their education serious, you will adopt their behavior, and you make it easier for yourself, because the people who you hang around with, when it's time to go outside, they could be busy revising and studying, and you will be forced to partake in that because those are the people that you spend most time with. And here's one thing that I told my little sister, right? She's currently going through her GCSEs period. And I've told her, listen, you do not want to set yourself back. This is the time to put your head down, forget what's going on out there, and just get your grades up. Whether during, for example, in school, when it's lunchtime or break time, well, lunchtime particularly, because I think lunchtime it's about half an hour to an hour, if I'm not wrong. It's been a long time since I've been in school, but I think it's half an hour. But correct me, how long is the lunchtime in the UK in high school, whether it's half an hour or an hour? But what I've told her is this: listen, you have to utilize your time properly. You have to utilize your time properly. You can't, spend most of your time on TikTok, on your phone, Instagram. Instead, use that time to revise. Whether you're in school and it's lunchtime, okay, go to the canteen, get a hot drink, get your lunch for 15 minutes, and you have to time it. You have to be extremely organized. You have to time it. Get your lunch, okay, I'm in the canteen for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, get my hot drink, I'm gonna go back to the library. Whilst everybody else is out there in the fields playing. The same people playing out there in the fields, taking their lunchtime, in their mind they're thinking, when I get home, I'll revise when I get home, let me just enjoy my lunchtime. But listen, it's all about compound effect. If you're taking that half an hour, 25 minutes to put in that extra work, going to the library whilst everybody else is playing, that 25 minutes, and then you're adding another 2 hours when you get home to revise, that's 2 hours and 25 minutes. Whilst the people who take their lunchtime, go to the canteen, they want to go out there in the fields, they want to play, and then it's time to go back to the class. By the time they get home, it's like they're so tired where they'll probably just revise for an hour or an hour and a half or half an hour. But let's just say they revise for 2 hours. At least you are 25 minutes ahead of them, you know. Utilize your time, whether you're in school or at home. That's what I told my little sister. Make the most out of it. And the people who put in the work and do what is called the deliberate practice, they tend to win. They tend to get ahead of everybody else. Procrastinating. Lastly, this is the last one. To conclude, let's talk about procrastination. And it's important to avoid procrastinating. Avoid spending too much time playing video game and hanging out with friends who aren't taking their exam serious. The reason being, in the future, the consequences of you not passing your exam or getting your GCSEs, it may be worth noting that you spent 16 years of your life going to school, and you may end up having nothing to show for it. You spend your time in primary all the way to high school to do your GCSEs, and you end up failing. It's like you spend all that time for nothing. And when you get up there, when it's time to go to uni and find work, you will look back and wonder, where has the time gone? You know, because time can go extremely fast. The Silver family, thank you once again. Do not forget to subscribe. If you're in school, you're in uni, don't forget to subscribe. You're in high school, sixth form, college, don't forget to subscribe. We are out.